What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. All right, so we are back with another Power BI project. Okay, in this project we are going to be creating a Power BI dashboard. Okay, then we are going to start from the scratch, okay, of designing the background for the dashboard, writing the DAX, okay, creating the visuals, and then adding the slicers. All right, so you can see that the dashboard is dynamic, okay, based on the given data. All right, dynamic, and then you can slice through it. Okay, do you get that? Now, so guys, and I've not been posting videos for a while now. The reason is because I resumed back to the university, like I posted. Okay, so but from this point on, I'll try to post more projects weekly. Okay, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, in this particular one, we are going to be creating this dashboard from scratch. Okay, so the file to practice along is in the description below, so make sure you go ahead and download it and work alongside with me. Don't just watch the videos, make sure you practice along. That's how you learn. Okay, so let's just get straight into it, no wasting of time, and we start creating the dashboard. All right guys, so let's go ahead and import in the data for the project now. Okay, so let me close this, then I'm going to click on this import data from Excel, or you can come here to Excel workbook, or you can come here to get data and then select Excel workbook, because the data I'm about to import is an Excel worksheet. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and then now make sure you work along with me. Okay, the data set for this project is, the link is in the description. Okay, so don't just watch the videos. Okay, you don't learn by just watching. Okay, so I think it's better you just practice along and work alongside with me. That is why I've made the data set available for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to click on open now, and then let's wait for it to load up. Now, as you can see, this I have the same thing. Okay, I've explained this before, so same thing. This is just the name of the table in Excel, and then this is the name of the sheet in Excel. Okay, so I'm just going to go with this. Now I've checked through the data. Data is actually okay. You don't have to do any data cleaning. All right, so I'm going to load it directly into Power BI, to Power BI desktop. Okay, so let's wait for it to load up. All right, so the loading is complete now. Now I can change the name of this to, I just call it subscription data. Subscription, yes, like that. Okay, good. Now the first thing I'm going to do, all right, after doing this, if you look at our data here, let's look at our data from here. Now you can see that we have just 4 columns: the date, the network access technology, which is either 2G, 3G, or 4G. Okay, then we have the plan, which we have postpaid, pre and postpaid, and then we have prepaid. Okay, and then we have the number of subscriptions. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a new table separately for my date. Okay, you know how we do it here. So I'm going to come here to table tools. Okay, sorry, table tools. I'm going to click on a new table. All right, and then I'm going to call this the calendar table. Okay, and now use my function calendar auto to automatically generate date from the date in this subscription table. Okay, can you see that? Then I'm going to add new columns. I'm going to add a month column, month, which will be I'm going to use the format function, okay, format function, and then I'm going to use the, let me zoom in so you can see better. Okay, I'm trying to zoom this in. Good. Let me do that first. So I'm going to bring in the date. Let me just type calendar date. Okay, just date, and then I'm going to pass in 4 M's to show that I want the full spelling of the month. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a new column again, this time around for the years. Okay, so year, I'm gonna just going to do calendar table date. Okay, and then I'm just going to select this one, year. Okay, click enter. Then I have the years here. Let me see, you can see that we have a lot of years from 2004 to 2017. Okay, then okay, then I'm going to add another new column. Now for this, let's add a column for the month, for the quarters. So for this, I'm going to use the calendar table date, and then I'm going to select quarter. Okay, click enter. Now I'm going to add the month number and then the quarter number. Now the reason for that is so that we can use those numbers to sort this month, because sometimes in Power BI, when you start doing your visualization, okay, it might just go ahead and arrange the month from the month that has the highest value of what you are visualizing. Okay, so to avoid that, so that you can arrange your visual so that you can have the arrangement from January to February up to December, okay, for any visual in which you are using the month. Okay, so I'm going to add, don't worry, you get what I'm trying to say now. So I'm just going to add a month number column. Okay, month number, then it's just straightforward. Just select this and click enter. Okay, let me see. Then I'm going to click on this, and then I come to sort column by month number. Can you see that? And then I'm also going to add a new column for the quarter number, right? So let's go ahead and do that for the quarter number. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and do what I'm going to use. What function now I'm going to use? Just the way we're doing it, calendar table date, and then select quarter number, click enter, right? And then you can go ahead and sort the quarters now. Okay, sort column by quarter number. I hope you get that. Now the next thing we are going to do now is to go ahead and, let me zoom this out a bit. So let's go ahead and do connect, create a relationship between the calendar table that we just added and then the subscription table that we have here. Okay, as you can see, basically they have this in common, so just go ahead and do that. All right, so we now have a connection between them. All right, so this will make our work come out nice, right? So now we can go ahead and start doing our can go ahead and start creating our dashboard now, and then creating our measures. Okay, now, but before we do that, we are going to go to PowerPoint now and create the dashboard background. Okay, so we'll create the background of our dashboard in PowerPoint, and then we go ahead and import it into Power BI desktop. Okay, so guys, let's go. All right guys, so let's start by creating the background for our dashboard in PowerPoint. Okay, and then we go ahead and import the design from here into Power BI desktop. All right, so let's see how we can do that. Now what I'm going to do first, I'll come here to insert. Okay, insert, then I'll add a shape. I'm going to pick this rectangular shape, but the one that has these curves. Okay, so extend it. We'll just extend it all through like this. Okay, and then I can straighten the edges from here. All right, yes, then I'm going to extend it again. okay, and trying to make sure that it's cover up. Okay, so it doesn't have to. Probably can reduce it a bit. Yes, something like this. It's okay. Then okay, all right, then we need to give it a color. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a color. This, I'm trying to center it. Okay, it doesn't really mean I just am going to shape format, align, and align center. Okay, center, good. Now for the outline, I'm going to use white shape outline. It's a white outline. Okay, let's use this one. Then make it thick. The width, make it something like this. Okay, don't worry, you can't really see it now because the background here is dark. Okay, so now and then I'm going to go ahead now and change this blue. Okay, so you click on it, shape format, come here to the fill. Okay, shape fill. I'm going to come here to more colors. Let me see if I can add the code myself. So I'm going to use 16141 then E. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. Okay, good. So this is what I want. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to add some boxes. Okay, like we did in the last project. Okay, so how do we do that? The same way. I'm going to come here to insert shape. I'm going to use this same kind of rectangle. Okay, and but the outline, I'm going to say no outline. Then for the fill, shape fill, I'm going to come here to more colors, then enter the code of the color. So it is 1F1. Okay, C 2 at A. Okay, click on OK. Now you can see that this box is standing out from this background black that we have. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is try to ensure that this box pops out the more. Okay, now how can we do that? You simply click on Ctrl 1. Okay, now format shape. Okay, format shape. Ctrl 1 is for Excel. Okay, it works in Excel. So for this one, you come here, not fill now, shadow. Okay, this shadow. So let's see the one that will make it pop out. That's what we have. If we use this, let's try another one. Maybe this. I think this is okay, so I'm going to use this. Now you can see what we have here, or maybe we can try another one and see. So you can use anyone you are okay with. Okay, so just try them. Okay, and see the one that fits and pick the one you like. Okay, so I'm going to use this. All right, and then I'm going to place it somewhere here. Okay, so and then I need to consider the fact that I'm going to add an header for my dashboard, so I'm going to bring in a line. Okay, first divide this out. Okay, let me add a line here first. So just follow my steps. Okay, add a line here. See what I have. So when you're drawing the line, make sure you hold your shift key. Okay, so the shift key will ensure that the line you're drawing is straight. Okay, so I'm going to change the color of this line. Let's try to see if we can change the outline to white. Okay, I think white is okay, and then we can make it kind of thicker. Maybe use this. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, now let's see what we have here now. All right, guys, so let's go ahead with the creation of these boxes now. All right, I'm going to place one here, this one, duplicate it, Ctrl D to duplicate. Okay, place another one there.
Power off.
So I'm going to try to straighten this first. Okay, then I will now duplicate it. Okay, now you can see what I have here. Then I'll go ahead and do the same thing again. Duplicate, so I'm going to need 4 of them. Duplicate again. For now, don't worry about the arrangement. I'll show you guys how you can arrange them properly. Right now, duplicate 1 again, but I'm going to make this one bigger. Okay, bigger, something like this. All right, so if you are learning something, make sure you give the video a like. Okay, like the video, and then you can also drop a comment in case you have any question you want to ask. Okay, now what next am I going to add? I'm going to add, duplicate this box, Ctrl D. So I'm going to resize it properly. Okay, I'm going to put one here, somewhere here. Can you see what I have? Somewhere here. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit big. Okay, but before I continue, I need enough space, so I'm going to shift them here, shift over here, all right, shift this over here. Okay, then I'm going to bring this one over here too. Okay, good. Now what next am I going to do? Okay, just try to like resize it properly. Resize. Okay, so I don't want it to sit too close to the bottom. All right, so good. Now can I go ahead and increase the size of this one that is here? Okay, probably up to this point, and then I'm going to duplicate these cards again. I need two more cards like this, or probably let me just use one here, so one that will fit in here. Okay, you can see what we have. So now you can actually do this in Power BI, but it will take your time. Okay, designing the background in Power BI like this will be kind of more difficult compared to doing it in PowerPoint. Doing it in PowerPoint is kind of faster. Okay, that is what I learned from my mentor. Okay, he does his own design in PowerPoint, so that was how I was trained, and it's far easier compared to doing it in Power BI. All right, so let's see what we can have. Okay, let me try to bring this up so that we can have kind of bigger. Probably you can see, maybe we can try to increase them a bit. So if you increase one, I think I'm going to work with these ones. So I'll just remove this, and then I'll just duplicate this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one here, and one here. All right, so you see what I just did. Try to save your time. All right, then you can also try to like increase the size of this, or probably move it up. Okay, then for this one, this is also okay like this. Now you need to go ahead and arrange them properly. Okay, so for this, I'm going to select this, and this, and then I'll come to shape format and align them to the left, align left. Okay, and then so the space here is where I'm going to add my filters. Okay, I'm going to add my filters there. And for this I'm going to also align them left, align left. So, and then let me see what I have. Okay, I think it's okay here. Oh, I'm taking up probably trying to increase the size of what we have here, because just in case, you know. Yes, not bad, not bad. All right, good. Now you can see what we have there. And then for this one, I'm going to I think I'm going to straighten this a little bit. All right, I'm just going to straighten it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to align this, align left. Okay, then I'm going to look at the length, the width now, 12.53. I'm going to give it to this one to 12.53. all right, so it can be of the same length. Good. Now you can see what we have here. Very straightforward. All right, so guys, The next thing I'm going to do now is I will do Ctrl A to select all of them. Okay, you can see that they're all selected, and then I'm going to come here to shape formats, group, and then I'll group them. Okay, so they've been grouped now. Now you see what I have. All right, now what I'm going to do now is I'll right click on it, then up. You can come here to file, okay, export. You see here, okay, you can change the file type here, okay. Then you can pick, for me, I'm going to use PNG. So you can either use the PNG or the JPG. So let's go ahead and work with PNG, okay. Just double click on it, and then it will ask where you want to save it. Okay, I'm going to save it under here. Then that is okay. I'm gonna just give it a name. Call this background. Okay, background. Then I'm gonna click save. Okay, so since I'm having just one, it doesn't really mean it, but I just click on just this one. Okay, so you see what I have there. So guys, this is the background for the dashboard. Now we're going to go ahead and import this into Power BI desktop, and then we go ahead and start the analysis of data. We do data modeling where we need to, write DAX where we need to, okay, create measures, and then we'll go ahead and create our dashboard. All right guys, let's go. All right guys, so now that we have designed the background in PowerPoint, we're going to go ahead and import it in. Okay, so you make sure that you click on the page. You can see that the page is empty now. Okay, so on the page, then you come here and click on the formatting of your page. Come here to canvas background, click on browse. Okay, for me I saved it here, so this is where it is. Just go ahead and import it and click open. Okay, I'm going to select fit, and then transparency should be 0. Okay, you can see what I have here, fit. All right, very straightforward. Now we can now start creating our measures. Okay, so for the measures, you know how we do it in this channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new, so I'm going to add I'll come here to enter data. All right, so and create a separate table where we add our measures. Okay, so I'll call this all measures. All measures. So I'm going to click on load. Now you don't have to call it all measures. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's just a name for a table. Okay, so I'm going to come here. Then now before we start creating measures, look at our data. Try to understand our data. You can see that we have the date, then the asset, the network access technology, which is, I think I've shown you this already, right? The either 2G, 3G, or 4G. Then we have the plan. Okay, we also have the number of subscriptions. Okay, so let's just go ahead and first of all get let's add a new measure for the total number of subscription. So total, zoom in, total subscription. Okay, so I'm going to do sum, just the sum function. So just simple DAX. Okay, then go ahead and bring in subscription. Number of subscription. Okay, I think this is too big. I can zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think this is better. Then I can close bracket and hit enter. So from here, let me quickly remove this. Delete from model, and then I'm going to format. I'll click on this, all right, and then I'll click on comma to show that it's a number. Okay, good. Now if you add a card, now if you come here to visualizations, okay, yeah, and we add a card. Okay, you can see our card over here. So now, and then let's see what we have here. So you can see that it's about 1 billion. Okay, all right, you can see that it's about 1 billion here. Okay, but let's see. We're going to do the formatting, the call out value. This is called the call out value. This is called the category label. Okay, this is called the category label. Okay, so for the color value, I'm going to come here to display unit and click on none. So this will give us the exact value, so you can see the total number of subscriptions that we actually add. Okay, so I'm going to reduce and I'm going to off this category label. Okay, and then I'm going to reduce this. See what we have here. All right, got that. Okay, then let me try to reduce it properly. Probably something like 20. Then make it bold. Okay, now can go ahead and format this card. You can see that this color it's having is not really making sense. All right, see what we have here. So I'm going to come here to the general, come here to the effects and turn up the background of the card. Okay, and then for the since the text is black and it's not going to show on this card that we have created, I'm going to come here to the color value, change the color to white. Okay, you can see what we have now. You can try to like bring it up over here. Okay, bring it over here. You can try to extend it. If I increase the value, sorry, the size, I don't want to be that big, so I'll just go ahead and leave it at 20. Okay, I'll leave it somewhere here. Now you can see what we have. This is the total number of subscription that we have. Okay, and then I'm going to add. Okay, before we start adding the labels, let's go ahead and create the other measures. Okay, so let us, this is the total number of subscription that we have. Now let's go ahead and create and add the total number of subscription that we have for the 2G, the total number of subscription that we have for 3G, total number of subscription that we have for 4G. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now how do we do that? Just go ahead and add a new measure. Okay, so I'm going to call this maybe sub 2G. Okay, so I'm going to use the calculate function, then I'll provide it with what the total subscription. Now we add a filter where the network where is network access technology equals 2G. Okay, equals, make sure it's in string 2G. Okay, and include the bracket and click enter. Now let's confirm that that spelling is correct for 2G. Is the capital G that we have there? Let me see what we have. Sorry, I should be here. So it's 2G, capital G is correct. So if I duplicate, sorry, I copy and paste. You bring this card over here. Okay, and then remove this and test what we have here. So you can see the number of subscription that we have for the 2G. Okay, so you can go ahead and add a comma. All right, good. So this is total number of subscription that we have for the 2G network. Okay, and then let's go ahead and also add and find the total number of subscription that we have for the 3G network. Okay, so 3G. Okay, so you can name a measure whatever you want to name it. Okay, but make sure you give it names that are easy to relate with. Okay, so I'm going to use the calculate function, then the total subscription, then where the network, where it is equals to what, 3G. Okay, good. So it's add a comma, and then I'm going to copy and paste this card and bring it here too. So for that, I'll remove this and add a 3G. Okay, you can see what you have here. This is the total number of subscription that we have for the 3G network. Okay, So I'm going to add the last one is for the 4G. Okay, now we're going to go ahead now and we'll go ahead and create get the total number of subscription that we have for 4G. Okay, so just go ahead and do subscription for the 4G. Okay, now I'm going to use the calculate function again. Calculate. All right, and then for the expression, I'm going to give it what total subscription, and then for where what the network days, okay, equals 4G. Okay, good. So let's go ahead, let's format that to be in number form. Okay, it should be in number form, and then I'm going to take this off for 3G and bring that of 4G in. Okay, you can see what you have here. Nice. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to add their percentages. Okay, this is the total number of subscription that we have. Now this is for 2G. Now 2G is contributing what percentage to this total. Okay, so let's do that. But before we do that, let's go ahead and add some labeling. Okay, for this one I'll add total subscription, right, like that. Okay, so I'm going to try to increase the font size, maybe like 12. I can make it bold, change the color to black, then center it. All right, and then I'm gonna bring it like this. This is what I have here. Sorry. Good. So this is what I'm trying to do. Then I'm going to bring. Sorry. Just drag it. Come on. So I'm just going to drag it up here. Okay. Now, but I can't leave it like this because the color. So I'm going to come into general, the effects, and turn up this background on. That's all. Okay. Then I'm going to make the text okay. Then we have to change the text to white. Then to white. Okay. To white, and then I'm going to reduce the font. Let's see. Can I use 8? Okay. I'll probably use something like 9. 9. Okay. I'm going to leave it at 9. Okay. Then I'm going to try to see. I can shift this here. And then I'm just trying to format the visual well, so just try to follow along. Okay, let's try and also follow along. All right, so you can see what we have here. Okay, so can leave it at 30. So let's leave it at 30. You see the format painter to copy this, give it to this, copy, give it to this, copy, and also give it to this. All right, now good. Now, so this is the total subscription. Okay, so you can go ahead and copy and paste. This is for 2G, right? So just change what 2G subscription 2G. Okay, you can see what we got there. So this is 4G. Okay, 4G, and this here is what? This is a 3G. Okay, sorry, 3G. So good. Now let's now go ahead and add measures that will give us the percentages that I want to see. So for this one, it is definitely going to be 100%. Now, how do we do that? New measure. So I'm just going to do something like, just watch what I'm going to do. I'll just do percentage total sub. Okay, so I'm just going to use the divide function, and then the numerator is going to be the total subscription, the denominator is also going to be total subscription, and then alternate result to be 0. Then I'm going to convert it to percentage. Okay, percentage. I'm going to repeat the same thing, add a new measure. Okay, now this time it's going to be percentage 2g sub. Okay, now for this, now it's going to be divide. Then for the numerator, it's going to be what, the 2g 2 sub for 2g, okay, over the total subscription, the alternate result 0. Okay, for the alternate result, the reason we use it is just in case we have 0 division error. Okay, you won't get 0, you won't get error as your output, it just give you 0. Do you get that? So for the next one, I'm going to add a new measure. Now for which of them? Now I'm going to do for 3G now. So percentage for 3G, percent for the 3G, okay, subscription. So that will be use the divide function. The numerator now is what, subscription for 3G over the total subscription, alternate result is 0. Okay, don't forget to convert it to percentage immediately. Okay, then add another new measure. Now for that, I'm going to same process. All right, percentage 4g sub. Okay, so I'm going to use what, divide. Numerator is the 4g subscription for 4g. Okay, then over the total subscription, alternate result 0, close bracket, and then I'm immediately going to convert it to percentage. Okay, now I'm just going to duplicate one of these cards. So for this one now, this is for the total percentage for the total subscription. You can see that it's 100. I'm going to reduce the value, call out value to something very, very small, and then I'm just going to take away the decimal to 0. Okay, for this decimal to 0. Then also for the 3G decimals, no decimals. Okay, and then lastly for the 2G, I'm going to use no decimal. All right, so just to make it work look neat. Okay, that's why I'm simply doing that. Now you can try and then resize it and then put it where it's supposed to be. So we can put it somewhere here. Okay, good. Then you can even do something like this. You can do something like this. All right, now I'm going to copy and paste this simply for this one. Now this is for percentage for 2G. Okay, percentage contribution of the 3G. Okay, and lastly I'm also going to add that of 4G. all right, you can see what we have now. This is the percentage contribution of each of these to this total subscription that we have. Okay, trying to properly format what we have. So let's make sure that the alignment is right. Okay, now the reason I'm doing this is so that your end result will look good. Anyone that sees the dashboard, you can see this is not really making sense. So it is better if we have them on the same line like this. Okay, for me, that is what I think, and that's why I prefer. Okay, have them on the same straight line, block form like this. Okay, and then you can also do the same thing here. You can do the same thing here. Okay, see what you have here. All right, good. So you can also go ahead and do the same thing, but I actually want this to be in the center. Maybe we just go ahead and drag this one to be to align to what we have here. Okay, all right, so just do your thing, but make sure that you're doing it right. Okay, make sure that the alignment is all right, and then your work looks neat. Okay, that is good. Okay, and then you can see what I have here too, and then I can shift this a bit. All right, and then for this one, go ahead and do the same thing. Okay, and then you can shift this a little bit. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do now is to add something a bit fancy, not that complex, something simple. Now what we are going to do now is we're going to add a bar chart. Let's pick one of these, a column chart. Now I'm going to come here to month, select the month to the x-axis. Okay, now you can remember that we have 12 months so far, and then for the total subscription, I'm going to bring the total subscription to the y-axis. Okay, so you can see what I have here. Okay, you can see, so this is the total subscription. Okay, this is if you are doing the monthly. I think what I'm going to do is, these names are too long, so let's come back to our formula here and change the formula that we're using getting the month to 3 M's, so that it will be the short forms of the something like this. Can you see that now? It's now neater. And then I'm going to format this chart for the x-axis. No, yes, I'm actually going to do that, but let's see what we have first. So I'm going to turn off the y-axis. Okay, then I'm going to turn on the title, comment general, turn on the title, right? And then I'm going to turn off for the y-axis, the title of the y-axis. I'm going to turn it off. All right, and then for the x-axis, for the values, I'm going to reduce. Okay, that's the lowest it can go. Then you can see now what I'm just trying to do is, we want to see. Okay, let's see how. Okay, I just saw something from here. You can see that this has gone. This has gone. Maybe I can just extend it to this side and reduce this one. All right, so now I want us to fit this just kind of like small chart here. Okay, now you can see what we have. So I'm just going to turn off the labels. The x-axis, I'm going to turn off. Okay, they are gone actually, so that is gone. So now this is what I have. Okay, and then I'm going to come here to the formatting of the chart, the general effect, and I'll turn on the background. Okay, and I have something like this. Right, this is not so bad. Right, so this is for January actually. Okay, so this is the total subscription that you have for January. This is the total subscription that you have for February, like that. All right, so now, but I'm going to try to see if you can get a better color for this instead of having blue. So let's see what we have. The columns, let's see if we can change color, more colors. Okay, and use something like this. So let's use, I'm just going to try it and see how it looks like. 5 AAE HC. Okay, all right, this is not bad, so I'm going to leave it like this. All right, now good, so you can see what we have right there, nice and clean. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for the other ones here. So I'm just going to copy and paste the chart. All right, now we just change one thing. This is for 2G, so we're going to bring this subscription for 2G here. Right, see what we have there. They are not the same thing, it just kind of look like the values are very close. Okay, but they are not the same thing. You can see that. Right, so for that I'm going to give it a different color. Alright, but if you want to use similar colors, you can just go ahead and do that. Right, but for me, I'm just going to like change the color and see how it will look like. Now to do that, sorry about that. So to do that, select the chart. All right, come here to format. Make sure you select the chart. Come here to columns and not here. Sorry. So. And then I'm going to come to more colors. All right, more colors, and then enter the color code that I'm going to be using. Okay, F53. Okay, good. Now you can see what I have there. All right, now for the 3G, now let's go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to copy and paste this and bring this here. Okay. Now I'm just going to take away this is for 3G, so just go and drag 3G to y-axis. All right, then for the color, I'm going to change the color to I'm going to just come here to the columns, more colors. I'm going to use something like this. Let's see how it look like. B2B, right, to C. Not bad, so not bad. So all right, so if you have a particular color that you want to use, you can just go ahead and use it. Okay, but make sure that your colors are kind of harmonious. Okay, and then I'm going to copy and paste, bring this over here. Okay, for this is for the 4G, so I'm going to take this up and bring in the 4G subscription here. Okay, all right, so you see what you have for 4G, and then for the color for that, I'm going to use something like this. You go and format it. For the columns, I'm going to use more colors. I'm going to use something like this. All right, C4, good. So I'm going to use something like this, so which is not bad too. So you can see that gradually our dashboard is starting to take shape. Okay, so if you are enjoying this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Okay, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Okay, drop a comment if you are learning something. Drop a comment if you have a question. Okay, so this is how you can help me in growing the channel. Okay, this is how you can just show your support for the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now the next thing we are going to add now is we are going to create, I'm going to add a column chart, this kind of column chart for, I'm going to add it here. Okay, I'm going to have it here. Now for this, I'm going to have the total number of subscription, okay, on the y-axis. I mean, total number of subscription on the y-axis, okay, and then the plans, okay, the plans on the x-axis. See what I have here, and then I'm going to give it a legend. Okay, the legend I'm going to use is this. Okay, and you can see what I have here. Okay, so let's try to like resize it properly and format this chart so that it can look. First thing first, let's take away this background so you can see what we have. Let's take away the background. Good, so you can see what we are actually working with. And then let's change okay, these values. You see these values here. I'm going to just, should I take them off? Okay, let's see if we take them off how it will look like. It's not bad. And then let's see if we turn on the data labels. Okay, this is nice. Okay, so you can actually work with this. All right, so and then for the data labels, let's probably see if we can change the unit maybe to something like million instead of thousand. Okay, million is okay, so you can go ahead and use million. But the color can use, I think white is okay. Right, white, and then probably make them bold. Nice. And then for the title, I'm going to turn on the title. I'll turn on the title. And then for the legend title, I'll turn it off. Alright, for the text, you can have it probably at the center, top center. It's not bad. Top center, not bad. Or probably let's leave it at top right, somewhere here. Let's see, center left. No, I want it somewhere here. That is it top center? Okay, let's just go ahead and use our top right. Okay, and then we need to change these colors. Okay, so that because these colors are like fighting what you already have here. So let's just go and use some of the colors we already used here. Let's go ahead and use them here. Okay, so and before I forget, if you look at the x-axis, let's format that x-axis properly. For the values, you can make it white. Probably make them bold and then increase the font. Nope, I'll leave it the way it was. Okay, and yes, I think it's not bad. I think I'm having the title for that y-axis there, so I'm going to take it off. When you click on it, I'm coming to y-axis now. The title is on, so let's turn it off. So we have more space now. Okay, so we have for the prepared, for the legend now. Let's go ahead and also use white color for that. Okay, if you want to make it bold, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, just going to take this back and leave it like this. Okay, now for the colors now, for this one, let's go ahead and change the colors. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. We come here to the columns. So for this one, let us use part of the colors that we have already used. If they are still here, okay, I think this is this one, so you can just go ahead and use that. Then for these blue, probably you can go ahead and use this. And then for this one that we have here, which is this blue that we have here, you can go ahead and use this green that we already used here. Okay, I think this is not that bad. Alright, and then you can go ahead and give the chart a title. Okay, so let's give it a title and see what we get. Alright, so how do we do that? I'm just going to copy one of these text box. Okay, just go ahead and drag it. So what you have here is what the plans. Okay, the plans, right? So subscription by plans, subscription by plans. All right, and let's use network types. Okay, for the 3G 4G and also network types. So let me extend this. Okay, you can see what we have here. Then you can try to like increase the font. Let's see what 14 will look like. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we have there. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Or maybe you extend it to the outside and then go ahead and reduce it like this. Okay, so you see what we have now. So I think this looks good to some extent. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this chart here, this stacked bar chart. All right, I'm going to add it here. Now what I'm going to do for that one is I'm going to bring in the quarters. So I want to see the breakdown of the subscriptions for each quarter. Okay, so how do we do that? Just very straightforward. Go ahead and bring the quarters to y-axis now, because you know the quarters are going to be here, and then the total number of subscription on the x-axis. All right, you can see what we have there. So let's format it so it can look nice. Now to do that, now first of all, we're going to like effect and turn off the turn this up. I don't want these grid lines I'm seeing there, where I'm going to take it off. I don't want these grid lines I'm seeing here. Okay, and then the font on the y-axis, I can go ahead and make it white and make it bold. Okay, and then for this x-axis values that we have there, you can just go ahead and take them away from there by just come to values and turn up. Yeah, that's values. Trying to. Okay, I think what we can do is just go ahead and turn this x-axis off. Okay, and then instead turn on the data labels, and then for the labels you can just come into the auto and use something like millions for the units. All right, I think this is better. Okay, and then for the title, you can just go ahead and take the title of the title that is currently there. Go ahead and take it off. Okay, I forgot to change the color of the data labels, so I just come here to values and go ahead and change it to white. You can make it bold so it can be seen properly. Okay, and then what else? Okay, you can go ahead and copy this and bring it here. Okay, then I'm going to call this quarterly subscriptions. Okay, so you can I don't know, I'm forgetting the S, right? Subscriptions. Okay, you can see what we have there, and then for the color, probably can use this blue for the bars. That will look nice. We're going to come here to the bars and change the color to this particular. Is it this now? Yes, this blue. Good, so not bad. Now you can see what you have there, the quarterly subscriptions. Okay, good. Now the next thing that I'm going to add now is I'm going to add two more visuals. Okay, and then how do we do that? I'm just going to come over here and add the, if you look at all right, so what I'm going to do is, you know, for the, let's see the chart that we can use now for the records of the 2G, 3G and 4G. We want to know the number of 2Gs that we have here, the number of 2Gs we have, and then the number of 3Gs that we have, and then the number of 4Gs that we have, and then we also do the same thing and know the count of each of these plans. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's first of all go ahead and add our measures. Okay, so how do we do that now? We simply have to now to do that, we can just go ahead and let's go ahead and bring this visual. Okay, so I'm going to resize it properly. Then what I'm going to do now is simply come here. You can see the network access type. Okay, so if I drag it to values, it will count it for me, and then I'll again drag it to the legend. Now if I zoom this in, okay, you can see what we have here. We have that this is for 4G. So 4G, we have 99 records for 4G the data. We have for 3G we have 245 records, and then 2G we have 320 records. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is, now note, don't confuse this with this. This is the sum, the total number of subscription that we have there, but this is just counting. Okay, so don't mix these two up. What this one is doing is we are simply counting. Okay, we are counting the number of records where we have 2G and then where we have 3G. So this is a record for 2G, it's a record for 2G, that is 2. This is counting. The other one is summing up the number of subscription that we have here. Okay, so don't mix the two up. I hope you get that. All right, so I'm trying to see what. Okay, good. Let's just go ahead and format our visual. Okay, turn off the background. Okay, if I turn off the background, try to like properly resize it. Okay, then for the legend, I'm going to turn up the title of the legend. Okay, turn it up, and then you see what I have here. And then I'm going to turn on the title of the chart itself. Okay, and then you can see what I'm having. Okay, just try to like, because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing here. So now this one is for the network type. Okay, but this one is for the plans. Okay, so for this one we'll come back to the formatting, but for this one I'm going to okay, should be here. I'm going to take this off and bring in the plans. Okay, then take this off and remove here, which remove it, and also bring in the plans. Okay, so you can see what we have here. Then now we need to be sure of what we want to use. If you look at the data labels, we have the numbers and we also have the percentages. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and keep doing the formatting. Now for these data labels, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come here, where is it, the visuals, data labels, sorry. So I'm going to come here and let's just select the value. Now you want to use just the values. Okay, you can go ahead and use it, but you want to use percentages. You see what you have there, right? So I'm just going to leave it as percentages. Okay, now and for me, for the legend, I don't really like it here, so you can just come and turn it probably to top center. Yeah, top center is okay. Top center is okay. All right, so top center is okay. Now we need to change the color of even detail labels. Okay, come into values and change the color to white. Okay, you see, you can make it bold. All right, so you see what we have there. And also for the legend, the text, you can make it white. You can make it bold. Sorry, bold. Okay, and now just copy the formatting from here and give it to this. Okay, to save your time. Okay, good. Now you can see what we have. I'll just try to like properly resize it like this. Okay, so I'm just going to copy one of these and bring it over here. Okay, so this one here for plants, the network plants. Okay, just place it over here. Okay, then you can duplicate it and drag it over here. You're trying to, okay, and then I'll bring it over here. See what we have. So this one is for the network types. Okay, good. Now you can see what we have. Now I'm going to change the color of these the slices that we have here, so you can just go ahead and fit in with what we already have here. So for formatting, let's see what we can do. So for this blue, I think this is the blue we have been using. Is that okay? Probably can, let's see how this will look like. And then for this, probably use, okay, I think this is not bad. This is not bad at all. So I'm just going to keep the formatting here too. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Okay, then the blue. Okay, good. So you can see what you have there. So guys, you can see what you have created so far, and the dashboard is actually looking good. Now the next thing that we need to do now is go ahead and add our slicers. Okay, so I'm going to add slicers. So the first one I'm going to add is for the years. Okay, for the years, I'm just going to come here and click on years. Okay, and I want a list. Okay, let me see. I want to change. I'm going to just come into the format and see if we can change it from here. Alright, so if you click on the slicer and then you come into the visual settings, so just select a vertical list. I want to use a list. Okay, I'm going to drag it down. See what I have here. Okay, then I'm going to put it over here. Okay, you can drag it down. Now you can go ahead and format it and remove the background. Okay, then go ahead and for the values, you can make them bold. You can even increase. I'm going to increase the size. Then I'm going to change the color to white. Okay, you can see what I have here. Alright, so you see what you have here. So when you click on a particular, now you can see that in 2004 there was no 3G or 4G. Okay, so you can see what you have. The dashboard is very dynamic. Right, so just going to take this up now and see. Try to increase the font size a bit again, so that's okay. That is too big. Alright, so this is okay. Now you see what we have here. Now the slicer headers, I'm just going to take it off because anybody seeing this can see that is their years. Okay, good. And then I see if I can now increase the values one more time. Nope, not possible. think this is just okay. All right, now let's now go ahead and give the dashboard a title so you can see what we have so far. Let's go ahead and give the dashboard a title. All right, so how do we do that? Just go ahead and insert a text box. You can even use what you already have here. So I'm just going to put it somewhere here. Okay, and then I'm going to call this mobile network subscription dashboard subscription, okay, dashboard. All right, good. Now we can try to increase the size. Okay, don't worry about the okay. This is okay, not bad. Good. Now and then what else can we add? What else can we add? You can go ahead and add some other things. You can add more slicers. Okay, you can add. Alright, so you can go ahead and add more sliders for the let me show you what I'm trying to say. Just select the slicer and then I'm just going to use this one first, the plans. Okay, and then when we come into the settings, slider settings, and let's see styles. Yes, this. Okay, I think the Power BI update, this update is a bit different because I was wondering. Now I'm just going to size them properly. I'll turn off the header. This plan is there, I don't want to have it, so then try to like, okay, now I can bring it here. For the values, I'm just going to like reduce. Let's see. Okay. Good. I'm going to general effect and turn off the background like I've been doing, and then for this label that we have here, I'm just going to the values. Let's see if we can do some things to them. It should be black, right? So let's see, black enough. Make them bold. Now you can choose to leave it like this, or you can just you can still let's see, slicers, header, the general settings. Now from here, effects, you can come into the effects and I want to see you can add the border if you want to. Okay, something like that. I'm just gonna undo that. Okay, I'm trying to see if we can do some more formatting. Okay, slider settings, selection. Okay, all right, so for the values now, you can come into the background. Okay, good, the background, and let's turn this, let's take the background off. I want to see, make the background black. Yes, and then we'll make the font color white. Yeah, not bad. And then for the, can we give some border, use one of white and increase the width. Okay, and then expand it a little bit. Okay, like I can see what you have, and then I will also add slicers. Okay, sorry. for the network access type, okay, which is either 2G, 3G, or 4G. Okay, so expand it a bit. Okay, go ahead and expand this a bit. Then I'm going to just watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to send. I click on one of them, I'll come into format and send backward. Okay, so that we're not just shift this one a bit. Let's see if we can resize. Okay, too much. Probably I'm just going to reduce the size of this. 20. No, I'm not doing that. I'll just leave it to what it was. Yes, good. So now you can see what we have here for the dashboard. It's complete and it's looking very nice. Okay, so guys, if you have learned something so far, make sure you support the channel by giving this video a like. Okay, drop a comment and then subscribe to the channel for more educational videos. Okay, and then if this is the first time you're watching my content, check the description box or go to the channel. There are more Power BI projects there. There are more Excel projects. Okay, so subscribe to the channel. We're going to be adding more projects. Okay, more real world projects. Okay, something you can practice with, some projects that you can add to your portfolio. Okay, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notification so that you'll get to know anytime we upload new project videos. All right, guys, you can see our dashboard looking really nice. Okay, you can slide through. You can pick a particular year, right? Pick any year you want to see, and then you can filter it down to the network type. Okay, and then the plan you want to see. Okay, and then you can clear filters. Okay, the dashboard is dynamic and very much interactive. Okay, so guys, subscribe, like the video, share with your friends. Okay, and take care, guys.